what was it like? Are boobs something like huge boobs something like specifically special for you? Like something that you specifically love, or is it just like everything?
Everything definitely, but specifically my boobs. I was 10 years old when I got my period for the first time, and I went from flat like this table to C cups overnight, and I was still in elementary school. So I got made fun of like no other. They were saying that I stuffed my bra, and I was like, I'm really not. This is just how it is. But once I hit middle school, all the boys loved me. All the high school boys, all the middle school boys, because I didn't look like I was in 6th grade. Everyone thought I was a 9th grader.
Okay.
So, but for me, yeah, I was mostly top heavy growing up, and so I just kind of went with it. And I was like, this is me, so why not make them bigger? I wanna look like my icon, Jessica Rabbit, and I think all women are beautiful though. Like if a girl's like, hey, I want to be natural. You rock it, girl.
Yeah.
I didn't like being natural because I didn't feel sexy. But if you love it and you feel sexy, you go for it. I've been with girls that have no implants in the front or the back, and we've had so much fun. So,
yeah.
It's whatever you think. I wish women wouldn't be such haters about it though, because can you imagine if like me and Ava Devine were going around making fun of girls like, oh my gosh, she's flat and natural. What a loser. You know, like. Why do we have to be that way with each other? Can't we just love each other no matter what? Like, I've seen girls that are natural and I compliment them. I've seen girls that are more enhanced than me and I compliment them. Just because somebody's natural or not doesn't make you any less beautiful. And I think that's what women get in their mind is if there's a curvy girl in the room, she's hotter than me and I hate that bitch, you know? And it's like, you're still beautiful too.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just because, for instance, huge boobs draw the eye so much. And I think men specifically, or just, people have such a strong, just physical reaction to huge boobs. Now, because it's something where like, if you were to walk down, Fremont Street with just dressed as you are, I don't think anybody could not look at you. Even if they were like not, whatever. And I just think that obviously there's natural instinct with other women to just kind of not like if another woman's getting attention, and they can't equal that because they don't have boobs that large.
Then change it if you want that attention.
Saying. Well, and that's the thing though. But and I don't like though how we live kind of in this even though plastic surgery has now become, I think, a hot topic in dating. And I've seen on other podcasts talking about how, I don't want to be with somebody who's had any kind of work done. And I think that it's bad. And I think that, women shouldn't feel like they need to change themselves, as if thinking that a woman's motivation for doing it is either insecurity or whatever. But I'm like, you know what, if they do something and they're happier for it, and who are you to say that it's wrong?
I did it because I wanted to.
Yeah.
I want to look this way. I like looking this way. And I've heard what people say about me when I'm out in public, that I'm ugly, that I'm disgusting, that I'm this, that I'm that. And I'm just like, if I cared what you thought, I would look like this table. Yeah. And even then you would probably find something wrong with me.
That's what people do. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was just what would you say your favorite thing about having huge boobs is?
I love how sexy I feel like when I'm having sex. I love like when I can see guys like staring at them, like trying to hold back because they find them so attractive when they're bouncing or whatever. Yeah. I like how clothes look on me when, I'm trying to show some cleavage off. I like how small my waist looks compared to I just feel super feminine with them.
Yeah.
And if I'm not hurting anybody, what does it matter what I look like? There was this one time I was walking out of the grocery store and these 3 girls were coming out. And they were obviously friends walking out of the store. I was looking on my phone and all of a sudden I look up because I hear, oh my gosh, you are so disgusting. And I look up and I see these 3 girls and they're kind of giggling amongst each other. And I was like, that's a shame because I think you're absolutely beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And just the face drop that they had. And I'm just like, why do we need to be that way?
Yeah.
Why do we need to be like that with each other? And what good would it have done if I stooped down to that level and be like, well, you look like a pancake or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
What would that have done? I'm pretty sure she probably still thinks about that to this day and how her mean comment didn't work.
Yeah.
And so that's just how I feel. If you, and just like I said, you want to be natural, rock it.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah.
You want to be like the ocean and save all of the plastic for yourself so that the ocean's okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm helping all the little fishies.
But it's funny too, because you have that desire, like so many other women now, that it's like you have with that term, that boob greed, where it's like you went bigger, but then you're like, I want to go bigger.
And I don't know if it's necessarily boob greed. I just want to see myself in the mirror and be like, hey, those are big.
Yeah.
And I know everyone's going to think I'm crazy because they're gigantic. I don't think they're that big on me.
Well, I remember, so I had a guest. I don't know if you saw the episode. Her name was Charlotte, and she had 4,000 each side, and she had expanders.
She's the gamer girl, right?
Yeah, the
She's
Twitch.
so hot.
I know, right? With the tattoos and So, but yeah, she was saying the same thing where she was like, the first bit when she went to 4,000, she was like, oh yeah, they're big, and then after a while, she's like, yeah, maybe they're not that big and stuff like that. And it's just interesting how that happens. But are yours expanders or are they just implants?
They're just implants.
Okay. Have you thought about doing expanders or?
I've thought about it, but just the doctors I've talked to and just seeing a lot of the girls like on Twitter and all that stuff that have been having issues with them scares me.
Yeah.
And so I've already had issues with my ass. I don't want to add my tits on that. And so I think my final number is between 4,000 and 4,500.
And they make implants that large?
No, so they're just overfilled.
Oh, okay.
So it's just an 800cc implant and they're overfilled. And I have warranty on them in case they...
in case something happens.
Yeah, in case they rupture.
So the process then, that means that when you go up to 4,000 or 4,500, does that mean that they take the ones that are in you out right now?
And just fill them
up higher and then put them back in? Okay. Is there a procedure in regards to like you have to prep, like any kind of prep you have to do going into that?
I don't think so. I gained weight for it so that I could lose it and then have the stretchy skin, more stretchy skin. So I feel like that helped for me. I gained 10 pounds and then I lost them and then she was able to go another 1,000 cc's.
Oh, because the skin was able to, okay.
And so I did that again and I'm not sure when... I don't know for sure when my next procedure will be. I'm thinking maybe summertime. I was going to wait till like October, but I don't think I can wait that long. And so I did gain some weight and I've lost it. And so you can see I still have skin. All right. So I think I'll be able to fill up even more.
I think so. Definitely have you back when they're bigger.
Yeah, I'm so down.